Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Fortron Academy. My name is Harshwats, and today we will be talking about cross filter selection and many to many relationship in Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop is an analytical software that will help you in understanding your data set through various visualization in different data models. Now let us go further and talk about the point to be discussed in this video. In this video, we will particularly talk about 3 points. In the first point, we will talk about what is the third type of cardinality. I hope you already got the answer from the title of this video, which is many to many relationships. So the third type of cardinality is many to many relationship. You may have to understand the depth of it. For that, you have to continue this video. In the second point, we will talk about how to create many to many relationship in our data set. In the third point, we will talk about how to create bidirectional relationship in your data set. Now let us go further and talk about the cardinality, which is third type of cardinality we are going to talk about. That is many to many relationship. In my previous videos, I have told you about the two type of other cardinality, which is one to many to one, and another is one to one. So this is a third type of relationship. For for understanding a third type of relationship, you have to understand the cross filter direction. That's why I have made this video. For creating a many to many relationship, you also need cross filter direction. To understand all this in detail, we will take you in a Power BI desktop and see how does this interrelationship work. Now let's go to the Power BI desktop. Now we are in Power BI desktop in data model interface in a report view. You can see in here we have two visualization, which is of one car produced, that is of another car sold. You can see unit produced and unit sold by ID car. In here you can see unit sold and unit produced by ID car. These are the two visualization. To understand these two things, we have to first understand the data set. Let's go to the data view. In here you will see there are three tables in a field which we have imported from our Power Query editor after editing it. So for that to understand, you have to understand like this is a product type table in which there are two columns. One is ID car, one is color. So from here you can see ID car is specific to each of the row and it is not repeating itself. After that, we will click on another table which is car sold. When I click on it, you will see a table that opens up which has a ID car, unit sold and year. You will see in here the ID car is not specific and it is repeating itself. That means it is been repeating itself in a different rows in contrast of product type table which is exclusive to each row, while this is another table and there is another table that is third, which is cars produced. When I click on this table, you will see another table which is ID car, unit produced and year. That means how the production of car happened. In here you will also see the ID car is not specific or exclusive to each row and it is repeating itself. That you have to understand and that you have to remember. So now let's go again into the report view. Kindly remember this thing that I have told you. In a product type we have an exclusive relationship and exclusive ID car number for each color, but in a car sold and car produced it is repeating itself. Remember that. Now go to the report view. I have created a visualization for both of them in a car produced and car sold. So when I click on a car produced in a report view, you will see a visualization which I have already created. In here, you will see I have created a relationship between these two tables, which is ID car, unit produced and unit sold. So you can see in here also in axis I have put an ID car, in value I have put values unit produced, unit sold. You So from visualization you can understand that blue, which is unit produced, is different as of ID car because it is of same table. You can see in a car produced, but unit sold is equal in all of them. And in the other table, which is car sold, when I click on it, you will see this. in this visualization, which is car sold. In here, ID car, unit sold, and unit produced. You will see ID car and unit sold is different in each of the ID car, but unit produced is equal in both of them. Now question arises, the reason is why. Because the answer is in why only the relationship comes into play. As I have told you in my previous videos also, Power BI desktop doesn't determine the relationship between two tables until you are able to define that relationship to Power BI desktop. That means in those two tables there are no relationship exist. When I go into the model view, which is a relationship view, also you can see there are no relationship that exists between car produced, product type, and car sold. So you can see here when I create a visualization, there is no interrelationship between these two table. To make changes in this visualization, first I have to direct Power BI desktop to understand that actually there are relationship in between these three table. First to think about it that I have to create a relationship for these two tables. So the our mind will think directly make a relationship from car produced to car sold and do not include the product type, because in here you will see the product type is not used. So you will gain a relationship view and you will take this ID car and drag it into the ID car. So the relationship between ID car will be created. But the dialog box opens up and in the end you will see a query which is creating an error. This relationship has cardinality many to many. This should only be used if it is expected that neither column ID car and ID car contain unique values, and that the significant different behavior of many to many relationship is understood. That means we have many to many relationship. That means, as have I told you earlier only, that only product type has an exclusive ID car number, but in ID car produced, in the car sold, the ID card number is not exclusive for each row and it is repeating itself. In the data you can see the A is repeating itself many times. In a car sold also you can see it's repeating itself many times, but in a product type you can see it is exclusive. Again we get back into a model view, which is where we create a relationship. For that, to create a relationship, we will see we have to make relationship through this product type only. Then how to create a relationship? For that you have to make a relationship from ID card cars produced into product type. I will drag and drop it into a car produced. You will see one relationship is created. So it will take a again we go into the report views. You see there is no changes in our visualization. Again we go back to the relationship view. Now you see the relationship exists between car produced and product type, but there is no relationship between car sold and product type. Again we will create a relationship between both of them. Left click on the ID car, after that drag and drop into the product type. You will see the relationship is now again been created between car sold product type, that is unidirectional. How to know that is unidirectional? Because when you see the product type is actually related to car sold, and when you click on this you will see the car produced is related to product type. This is not bidirectional, this is unidirectional. Always remember, because from the arrow you could see. Now get back to the report view. Now you will see there is actually no changes that is happen in our data, because these two table are not related. You can see in here the product type is related to this car produced and product type is related to car sold, but both of these two table are not related and we tried to direct relationship, that doesn't work. Now we have to think out of the box. To thinking out of the box, there may be one facility available to you, that we create a bidirectional change. We can see this car produced is also related to product type, and this product type is related to car sold, and car sold related to product type, and product type is related to cars produced, and it will create a cycle by creating a bidirectional change. Then how to create that bidirectional change? We have to double click on it. You will see a dialog box that opens up, that is edit relationship. In edit relationship, I have told you for the third cardinality we need a cross filter direction. So don't go any further and think about many of the cardinality. We have to think about cross filter direction. In here, when you click, you will see a both. When we click on a both and click on OK, after clicking on the OK, you will see the changes in the sign. Now it's a bidirectional. Now let's go to the report view. You will see the changes in our first visualization because now the product type and car produced is in the relationship, but car sold is not. That's the difference because we have created a bidirectional changes between car produced product type but not with the product type and car sold. That we have also to do. Then we have to double click on this unidirectional arrow. After that, don't think about that much what you have to change in cardinality and everything. Just click on the cross filter direction and after that click on both. Then after that click on OK. You will see again change in the sign of your arrow. Now it's a bidirectional change. You will see now all these three tables are interrelated with each other because we have created many to many relationship now. Now again go into the report view, you will see the changes in your visualization which has happened because now these two tables are interrelated and having a relationship of many to many. Because if you look in our data set, these both two table have a card which is not exclusive, which is repeating itself. That is why we have created a many to many relationship through this pathway, and this is how you create a many to many relationship using a bidirectional pathway. I hope you will understand this query, and for your own data you will create this many to many relationship. So with this point, I am going to end this video and I hope your queries got cleared, and if not, kindly write us in comment section. We will surely get back to you. And if this video helped you in any way, kindly drop us a like and don't forget to subscribe our channel for amazing videos in future. Till then, have an amazing and good day.